Live from Superior Livestock Auction, it's another Superior Sunrise. For the next half hour, catch up on the latest Superior news, market analysis, and important trends in the cattle industry. Now, here's your host, Beth Bryan.
Good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise. I'm Beth Bryan, and I'm glad you joined us this morning. We've got a great show for you full of wonderful guests. Starting off with world champion auctioneer Charly Cummings to take a look at the market, and ending the show with world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade to preview what we have on today's offering. So grab that cup of coffee and don't go anywhere. It's time for another Superior Sunrise.
Hello, and welcome to Superior's Week in the Rockies, located in Loveland, Colorado. I'm Nolan Woodruff, Commercial Marketing Specialist for the Red Angus Association of America. We're proud to be the primary sponsor for the 2019 Superior Summer Video Sales. Superior Video Auctions have grown into the beef industry's largest offering of feeder cattle, yearlings, and replacement females. This week, commercial cattlemen will offer some of the highest quality calves available in the industry, and the Red Angus Association is proud to partner with Superior in bringing these cattle to market. Pay special attention to the cattle enrolled in the Red Angus Feeder Calf Certification Program. Calves wearing the yellow FCCP tag are guaranteed to be at least 50% Red Angus in their genetic makeup and are also backed with age and source verification to the ranch of origin. The FCCP program provides access to two special grids through Tyson Fresh Meats and Greater Omaha Packing. Additionally, take note of the calves enrolled in the Red Angus Allied Access Program. This added value program provides age and source verification for cattlemen utilizing a planned crossbreeding program. The Red Angus Association appreciates commercial cattlemen utilizing Red Angus genetics in their breeding programs. Red Angus sired calves convert feed efficiently while delivering high-quality grades on the rail. In addition to feeding and carcass advantages the breed has to offer, Red Angus females help boost the rancher's bottom line through their added maternal ability, longevity, and docility. Red Angus replacement heifers have been identified as the beef industry's most favored female through third-party research, which shows that Red Angus heifer calves garner a $4.85 per hundredweight advantage over heifers sired by any other breed. University-backed research has verified what many cattlemen already recognized. There's real value when you identify Red Angus calves in the marketplace. Superior video auction data shows that on average, FCCP tagged calves capture a $2.98 per hundredweight premium compared to Red Angus calves not enrolled in the program. The FCC program is affordable with no enrollment fee and only 99 cents per tag, yet returns tremendous premiums for commercial cattlemen. If you're using Red Angus bulls but have not yet enrolled in FCCP, now's the time. Watch for calves enrolled in FCCP this week in Loveland and notice the high demand from many feeders across the nation. Red Angus would like to thank the crew at Superior Livestock Auction for working with producers across the country to bring quality cattle to market. We would also like to thank the ranchers and cattle feeders who make this event possible. Sponsoring summer video auctions is just one example of Red Angus's commitment to commercial cattlemen in delivering added value options and exceptional market access. For more information on the Red Angus breed or our marketing programs, visit redangus.org. Thank you for joining us during this series of Superior Summer Video Sales and marketing your cattle the Superior way.
Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is world champion auctioneer Charly Cummings. Charly, day 5, here live from Loveland, Colorado.
My goodness, can you believe it? Day 5 already, and man, have we had 4 tremendous days. I tell you what, it's the weather outside has been a little steamy and beautiful. in the evenings, steamy during the day, but inside has been just the same. Great test of the market.
Well, that's right, and it's always great once we get on a roll like this. We've been here, like I said, 5 days in a row, but you know what? We've had 4 so far, 4 great tests of that market, and, watch that auction method really go to work, that price discovery really go to work here in Loveland.
That's exactly right. Obviously we're advocates for the auction method of marketing and true price discovery right here, and man, we put it to test, and you recapped yesterday, and we look at those Colorado calves. So many of those great Colorado customers got cattle on all the programs, and man, it truly revealed yesterday. We see a lot of 6-weight cattle bring in the mid-60s, and then program cattle in the high 70s to low 80s and on a 6-weight. So just be tremendous. A couple sets of 440 pounders, bring 219, and so just tremendous market.
Well, we were talking about those program cattle, and we beat this drum a lot, but we've really seen a big difference. We see it all the time, but really, I think since Corn Belt, moving into the summer, as the market's been a little tougher, man, those program cattle really stand out. And what a great opportunity to come here. Our consignors that are here, we've got all these great industry partners here, and they're able to go talk to these industry partners and figure out what they can do and what they can take home to make their herd better. Yeah,
I was visiting a buyer last night, and I was asking me the difference in the program cattle and from the health to get to receiving the cattle and how they get along and things of that sort. And he said, it's just what I prefer. And so you think of it on a preferred level and what they prefer and what they like and what these buyers are getting when they get this product and building a better product at the very end. It all comes together and shows right here in the market. And IMI Global has done such a great job as well as all of our industry partners of putting those things out there as a protocol. Ranchers have put it together, and the true value's there.
Well, you were talking about, being able to talk to these industry partners, but not only that, these consignors get here and they get to talk to those buyers and really get feedback from how their cattle performed last year, and then, be able to improve that so they get those same buyers back next year. And what a great opportunity for consignors and buyers alike.
It is. It's a great opportunity to be right here ringside and everybody be able to visit and talk and collaborate, network. And, as a cattle feeder myself, you do want to let those guys know what's going on, what's happening, whether it's good or bad. And so that's very good. And when you're able to do that right here ringside and plus be part of the auction, it's a great opportunity, and it's part of bringing the Superior family together, and we love it.
We do love that Superior family. And you know what? We've had 4 great days. We've got another great day coming up today. What do we have to look forward to from the market today?
I say the market will be the same as it's been. We're going to go out west and work on a lot of these western calves, and that's going to be exciting. Those guys have done a tremendous job. I was looking through the catalog this morning. We got a lot of cattle with some great genetics, and I think those cattle will sure perform, and we'll see that today in today's market. As we look at the CME and the corn and that corn report to come out, corn may jump up a little bit, but I think it's a great opportunity to be buying that corn and getting that done, as well as it's just kind of traded sideways, so that's kind of exciting. We might have found a level here where we can stay at, and our input costs are too high, and we all know that, but still, we're selling these $900 heifers and $1,000 steers. We can kind of make that work.
Well, we can't get out of here. We talk about the room filling up, all the consignors and everybody here. We got to give a big shout out to the brush office because they've run a lot of contracts. They've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So a big shout out to everybody there for all the hard work they've done this week.
I thought about that this morning when I was getting up and thinking of the opening and the close. And, the Fort Worth guys have done a tremendous job, and all the gals in Fort Worth. And then you think about the brush office, and, boy, they've been overloaded. And they're going to get overloaded again Saturday and Sunday because we got the Video Royale deadline and got that auction coming up. And then, we're going to have 2 great weekly auctions coming up the 18th and 25th. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's right. Be sure to tune into our homepage because we do have lots of deadlines coming up, and be sure to stay in contact with your Superior Livestock representative because they can definitely keep you in the know. Well, apparently they're wrapping us up.
That's right.
So, Charly, thank you very much for being on with me this morning. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll have Maddie Moore with Endovac.
If you're in the stocker business, you know healthier, faster-growing cattle mean less treatment costs, happier customers, and stronger bids on sale day. Exceptional care and good nutrition are the keys to healthy, profitable cattle, and the Gain Smart Stocker program provides you all the tools you need to minimize stress at receiving, stimulate appetite quickly, and create efficient gains on forage or feed. Plus, feeding Gain Smart makes your cattle eligible for Superior's first-ever value-added nutrition program. Learn more about Gain Smart Stocker program and find a dealer near you at gainsmart.com.
We want a trust relationship with our customers. We want them to know that we care about them, that our products work, and we'll stand behind them.
To come back and purchase, to bid and buy their customers' cattle, they're very, very dedicated to a customer's product, and I think that creates a lot of longevity.
98, that's 63,000. Thank you.
Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Maddie Moore with Indovac. Maddie, thank you for being on this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you are no stranger to the Superior Livestock family or the Superior Livestock Auction Room. You come here representing Indovac a lot, but you're also a member on the live auctions team. And, we always talk about that Superior Livestock family, and you're incorporated on both sides of it.
Yes, I've been very fortunate to have that bond on the live auction side, and then once we merged and came over on the Superior side, it's been really fun in incorporating my personal family's cattle from the live auction side or the cattle side and marketing, and then coming over with the Superior, rounding that together.
Well, let's get right into it. We definitely want to make sure that we talk about Indovac today. So why don't you go ahead, for folks at home that don't know anything about Indovac, why don't you go ahead and give them a little history on Indovac and what you guys offer?
So Indovac is a gram-negative vaccine that we're on label for scours, mastitis, and pneumonia, those being Salmonella, E. coli, and Pasteurella and Mannheimia strains. The big thing that really makes this vaccine different is covering all those strains as long and coupling that with a non-specific immune stimulant that increases B and T lymphocytes 2 to 4 times. So that combination makes it completely unique, and it can be used across the entire cow herd at any age and any time.
What a great opportunity. So you are a rep in this area, correct? And so from producers in this area, how could it help them, with environment and what we're facing now? What kind of a benefit is it to them?
So Indovac, from using it in the West, we see a large group of people that are going to use it as their standalone Pasteurella. You're going to get that complete coverage for Pasteurella and Mannheimia, and then that immune stimulant is going to go to work across the board and making everything that you're doing more efficient. In the cow herd, we see major success with passive transfer. Due to the way that the science works of it, we're seeing increased antibodies, so the colostrum is going to benefit. So those calves are benefiting, cows getting protection, so that's where that scour protection on the Salmonella E. coli side comes in.
I think one of the things when we talked before about Indovac that you guys really, really do and really are proud of is that you talk to those buyers and you want to see, what these cattle that have been treated by Indovac, how they perform later on.
Yeah, absolutely. Our goal right now, and really kind of focusing where our business is continuing to grow and what we see this product being able to do within the beef industry, it's following all the way down the line. And so it's starting in the cow-calf sector, starting as early as day one in those calves, and it's following all the way through the feed yard. And so for us, we see that added performance, and we want to make sure that our buyers for the calves and our customers understand and see that value that these calves are seeing in that added performance in the feedlot.
We definitely want to talk about, you guys have started a relationship with Superior Livestock. You've been involved, coming out here in trade show booths and being able to talk to the consignors, but starting more of a marketing relationship. And one of the things that we really want to talk about this morning, too, is if you are using Indovac or you're interested in using Indovac, make sure that you're getting it written in those comments, because we're going to start recognizing on the screen and building that relationship and building that recognition.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that as we continue to see it on the screen and having that more recognition. I go through the catalog and highlight them, but there's only so much I can do. So please make sure your reps know that Indovac is included, and so that's included in those notes.
That's right. And if people want to learn more about Indovac, where can you send them to find more information on about?
Go to Indovac animalhealth.com or IndovacBeef.com, and all of our reps information is on the website, so you can contact the rep in your area.
Well, Maddie, thank you very much for being on this morning. Thank you for the relationship with Superior Livestock, being here and talking to the consignors and being on with me this morning. We sure appreciate it. When we return on Superior Sunrise, we'll have Rob Thomas with Thomas Angus.
The elements can be relentless. Make sure they have respiratory protection to match.
If you're looking for livestock equipment, whether it be permanent or portable, call Ackerman Distributing at 1-800-726-9091. They are #1 in the nation with portable wheel krills. Also handle portable tubs and portable alleys, double alleys, loading chutes, manual chutes, hydraulic chutes. AckermanDistributing.com. 1-800-726-9091.
Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Rob Thomas with Thomas Angus. Rob, thank you very much for being on this morning. I was going to say you're no stranger to Superior Livestock or auction.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you just being here. It's been fun being at this sale and watching all of our customers sell, and it's just been very rewarding. It's been a good run this week, and so.
Well, it's been a great run. We're already here in day 5, but let's dive into Thomas Angus Ranch, and for folks at home that don't know anything about you or your operation, why don't you give them a little bit of history on Thomas Angus Ranch?
Well, Thomas Angus Ranch has been around for about 70 years, and so starting in Iowa and then moving into the west coast to Oregon. Since then, we've kind of spread kind of nationwide. It's a family-run operation, so family's really important to us, and the families that we work with and the operations we work with are pretty special.
Well, one of the things that, I was going back and watching some of your old American ranchers and some of your old clips, and one of the things that you guys really pride yourself on is your genetics and your AI genetics and really selecting those sires and breeding them to the right cows and being able to help your customers. You want to talk a little bit to folks at home about the importance that means to you?
Absolutely. We put on 6 sales a year. All of those sales are bulls that are exclusively AI sired or embryo transplant. We do a lot of embryo work. This year we put in about 1,000 embryos into cooperative herds, and so we're very selective on the bulls we bring. I know in this sale we select cattle that will pap well for higher altitudes, and so it's just we're very selective on the sires that we bring to operations, that throughout the whole nation.
Well, being very selective, that has to make you very proud of it. One of the things that I think is really important that Superior Livestock does is the ability to tie all the different sectors of the industry together, and nothing shows that as well as how we tie the commercial side to the purebred side of the industry. And so being able to sit here in this room and watch your customers' cattle sell and seeing what they need and helping and fitting their needs.
Well, we try to be kind of the go-between between the feedlots and the producers, and so these cow-calf operations, they get busy at home, and so they need somebody in there to kind of help them support, pick the genetics that they need, and be a support all the way through. So we're there, and we're kind of the liaison to kind of pull that whole chain all the way through the feedlots and to the packers, and so it's been we have a very good relationship all the way through.
Well, if folks at home are interested, you said you have production sales coming up. If folks at home are interested in some of your production sales, when are your production sales coming up, and where can they find out more information on that?
Absolutely. ThomasAngusRanch.com. First sales in September 17th in Galt, California. And then we have Baker City, Oregon on October 17th, a big cow sale in Baker City, Oregon, November 21st. And you can see most of them on Superior.
That's right. You can always tune into Superior to get your buyer's number or to see those bulls. Before we get out of here, one of the things that I think you guys really amplify is your passion for the Angus industry. You want to talk about the Angus industry and what that means to you and your family?
Absolutely. We've been in the Angus industry since the very beginning. That Angus cow is so productive, and better yet, that carcass is just what the consumer wants. And so that whole pull through has been tremendous for us, and we're extremely passionate about it. It's our lives, and so that's what we live.
Well, I appreciate you being on this morning. Appreciate you being here in the auction room, and definitely the relationship that we have with Thomas Angus Ranch. So, Rob, thank you for being on this morning. When we return, we'll have a Superior Livestock Consignor.
The Superior Country page is your 24/7 marketplace for buying and selling load-lot calves, feeders, breeding stock, and other cattle. Cattle ranchers like the Country page because it's easy to use, and they get the jump on current market conditions by putting cattle in front of buyers right now. Cattle are ready for sale in minutes, so buyers can start bidding. Call or log on today to find out how the Superior Country page can work for you.
I use an AI service to increase the genetic potential of my herd. We're using top-notch bulls. There's no way I could afford to go buy the bulls that I'm using now without AI. I knew Shane would be somebody that could get the job done and provide me with the help that I needed to do a project like this. I AI myself, but there's no way that I could do 250 head in a project by myself, so I relied on select sires to help me fill that gap.
Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Todd and Kelly Walker, a Superior Livestock Consignor. Thank you both very much for being on this morning.
Well, thank you, Beth. We're honored to be able to do this.
Well, let's jump right into it. You guys both have some cattle on today. So, Todd, why don't you start? Why don't you tell us what you have to offer on today's auction?
I've got lot 5968. It's a weaned set of steers, VAC 45. And then Dad's got a 5998. Sorry, I had to cheat there. And that's a VAC 34 plus set of calves coming right off the cow. We just try to do the VitaFirm and progressive genetics and the BQA certification, all that kind of stuff on them. So
why don't you guys tell us a little bit about where you're from and your operation?
We're from northern Utah. We've got an operation in Honeyville, Utah, and Portage, Utah. And then we summer our cattle in Cache Valley, about 30 miles from home. Between the two of us, we run about 250 mother cows. We're a fifth generation ranch and just trying to improve all the time.
Well, we always talk about that, what a great opportunity is to be able to come out here ringside, watch your cattle sell, to visit with industry partners, visit with other consignors, visit with these Superior Livestock reps, and be able to kind of gain some knowledge and take that back home and be able to implement that in your operation.
Right. We love marketing our cattle with Superior. It's been great. We've been doing it about 10 years now, and it seems to get a little better each year. And when you speak of the Superior family, I mean, you do feel like family. You're treated as such, and it's Kelly's been our rep the whole time, and he's done us a really good job, and we're really grateful for the experience we've had.
So we were talking about that Superior family and family traditions, and so why don't you talk about? Can I ask you one question about family? I was told to limit the questions, but why don't you talk?
Todd's kind of the spokesman of the family, and I'm just kind of the background guy.
No, well, but talk about, being able to be in this industry, and now you've got your son in the industry, your granddaughter. So talk about that family history and what it means to you.
Well, the cattle industry, I've always wanted to be a full-time rancher, and I love what we do, and it's a lot of hard work, and it's a good opportunity for your kids to learn how to work on the ranch, and it's just a wonderful experience. We love what we do, and we're so thankful that we're able to be a part of this and with Superior, and Kelly is our rep. He's a great guy. We go way back. He's I go back way back with Kelly. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not good with words, so anyway.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe we're going to get some good stories on Kelly when you were saying you went way back with it.
I can tell you where me and Kelly got our start. I worked for Box Elder County, and I used to haul gravel with him. He run the grader, and that's where I met him, and before he started for Superior. And he's a good guy. I think a lot of him.
Well, he is a great guy, and we talked about family. His daughter-in-law, is going to sing the national anthem for us this morning. But, we just want to take the opportunity to thank you guys for sharing a little bit about your family, your history, what you guys bring to the auction today. But we do truly appreciate being able to go to work for you as consignor. So thank you very much for being on this morning and sharing your story with us. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll close the show with world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade.
A new product from Merck Animal Health is Banamine Transdermal. It's a real breakthrough in therapeutic process in that we can now give Banamine to an animal by pouring it on the back. The labeled indications for Banamine Transdermal are for the reduction of pain associated with foot rot in cattle and the reduction of fever associated with respiratory disease. This is the first time in FDA labeling history that we've had a product approved for pain relief. Banamine's been around for a long time as an injectable, so one of the limitations has been is that it's been approved for IV use only. So with Banamine Transdermal, one of the biggest advantages and breakthroughs that this represents is that we have an established withdrawal time for use in food animals, and that's not been the case previous to this. One of the concerns as an industry that we have is staying off the violative residue list, and the flunixin molecule has been high on that list because it's been given inappropriately, usually intramuscular or sub-Q, and so the withdrawal times are very uncertain under those conditions. So we can effectively take flunixin off that list by converting to Banamine transdermal. We know we have an 8-day withdrawal, and we can use that with confidence. You can learn more about Banamine transdermal by going to banaminetd.com. A lot of technical information there for you, or certainly talking with your veterinarian about it is a great way to learn how that might be used in your particular operation.
Very much for being on this morning.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to be on with you, Beth, and especially after last evening. What a great time we had, a great steak feed, and, big crowd. Had an opportunity to visit with a lot of people. And, of course, and I think I told you earlier in the week, that I actually lived 26 years over at Greeley, and I saw so many people yesterday that came over to visit us that were around last evening that are customers around this area that I hadn't seen in years. So it was just kind of like a homecoming.
It was a great family reunion last night, and we have to make sure that we give a big thanks to Merck Animal Health, who sponsored the dinner last night. It was a great dinner. We had great entertainment, great steaks. Mitch Hickey did a great job of getting everything lined up and set up for us, and what a great day, what a great way to end up the week.
Oh, you bet. We got a great lineup of cattle today. We'll just go right into that. We're going to be selling the Nevada, Utah, Idaho, and Oregon, and we'll be selling all of those right in order. And we'll be selling the weaned calves first, and then winding up our day with the calves on cows. It's going to be a great day. Again, a lot of calves that are on programs that are, bleeding edge, genetically sired, and it'll be another great day.
Well, we have lots to look forward to. We've been talking about, great cattle that we're offering, great cattle we've been offering, but if you need a buyer's number, it's not too late. You can give the ladies in the Fort Worth office a call at 800-422-2117. Earlier when I was talking with Charly, we gave a big shout out to the ladies in Brush, because obviously they've done a lot of preparation to get this auction underway. But you know what? We got to give a big shout out to those ladies in Fort Worth, because they have processed a lot of buyers this week. We've got a lot of new buyers that have joined us this week.
You bet. A lot of new buyers, a lot of new sellers. Yesterday we were talking about, can't remember when I was set up there and had as many, in one day of new customers that we've had that's come on board with the Superior family and become a part of our family. And it's just a great feeling, and you just love doing it. And as you said, a lot of new buyers that's come on, and that's always a great sign. And so, hey, we're off and running and going. And don't forget, next stop, Winnemucca.
Next stop, Winnemucca. It's hard to believe, but we were talking. We wanted to make sure we gave a plug, because we hadn't done it yet this week. We've got a horse sale coming up September 14th. That deadline is August 19th. Kelly Keller from the Fort Worth office does a great job of getting that set up.
Oh, you bet. Kelly always does a great job. We'll have a great lineup of horses. I haven't had an opportunity to talk to her recently and see what she's got lined up so far, but you can bet she'll get a good job done, and we'll have some great horses to market at that sale.
It's always, we talk about being able to buy, cattle over video and sitting from the comfort of your own home. Well, this horse sale, it gives you an opportunity to do the same thing. It's members of the Superior Livestock family that are selling their good horses, those good gentlemen's geldings that you can go ride all day. Kelly kind of makes sure that they all, fit the mark and what she wants to offer, and what a great opportunity.
Yes, that's the thing. Kelly screens that deal. If they're, she's going to make sure that those horses fit what we're, our criteria for what that sale is, and that's a good ranch horse, a good trail horse, and that's, she does a great job of that, and that's been proven by year after year after year that we continue to have the sale. It continues to be a success, and people get their horses marketed well, and that's a great, find them a home.
That's right, find them a home. Well, it seems hard to believe that we've been here for 5 days in Loveland, Colorado. What a great sale, what a great offering. We're getting ready to go to Winnemucca, Nevada. That deadline is coming up July 13th, but our next edition of Superior Sunrise will be July 29th for the first day of Video Royale.
July 13th, that's tomorrow. Now remember that this Saturday is the deadline for Winnemucca, so hey, get a hold of your rep.
That's right, get a hold of your rep. Stay tuned for the auction, and we'll see you July 29th live from Fort Worth, Texas.
Superior.